What must it take to produce this, the world's finest range of excavators and loading shovels? Well, take the quiet, picturesque English setting of Roaster, England. Rural, and yet situated close to the industrial heart of a nation. And take the most modern and highly automated factory in Europe, with a planned manufacturing area of 1 million square feet. Have under your control the largest, the most modern, and the best equipped plant in Europe, whose sole task is the production of hydraulic excavators and loading shovels. For this is the heart and the hub of a unique organization. This is JCB. To produce a comprehensive range of excavators and loading shovels that will outperform any in the world requires sophisticated plant and machinery. It requires techniques that produce components of only the finest quality. It requires machines which have been installed as a result of a worldwide search for the best in equipment. This one machine alone, costing £250,000 and operated by computer control, completes the entire boring and milling cycle of an excavator undercarriage in less than 6 hours. Put these together, add the know-how of a team of specialists producing a complete range of 26 models, and you have a mindful picture of a company whose market is the world. To outperform any machine in any location, the JCB must be rugged. Whether excavating or loading, it must perform to the lightest touch of the operator. It must be dependable, requiring only the minimum of maintenance, maneuverable, and safe from any angle. Such is this JCB Chase-Side Super Loadmaster 1750, four-wheel drive loading shovel, which each week handles thousands of tons of limestone rock. power shift and torque converter transmission system, coupled with power-assisted steering, give a rapid work cycle. The patented sidearm geometry provides automatic self-leveling of the bucket while maintaining extreme machine stability and safety. The 1750 is just one model from a wide range of chase-side 2- and 4-wheel drive loading shovels. And in order to produce machines of a consistently high quality, JCB has applied the highly efficient flow line principles of the automobile industry to the assembly of chase-side models. Building for tomorrow means making the utmost of today. To meet an exacting schedule on the construction of an urban motorway complex for the city of Birmingham demands working well into the night. Aided by its powerful floodlights, a JCB 6D track-mounted excavator prepares the footings for concrete supporting columns which will be poured the following day. The extreme power and reliability of this 3/4 cubic yard excavator has made it one of the most popular machines in Europe. With a digging depth of 20 feet 10 inches and a reach of over 30 feet, it has an output of up to 300 cubic yards an hour. The design of a JCB machine, the material from which it is built, the components which allow such a masterful performance, all of these are the result of years of research, development and redevelopment within the works of JCB. If during testing, a humble trafficator winks and blinks continuously for months to prove its worth, consider the tests to which the more vital components within the machine will be subjected. The lifeblood of all these machines is the hydraulic fluid and must be studied under pressure. Pre-knowledge of the lifespan of the hydraulic ram assembly, in common with all component parts, is of paramount importance. These destruction tests are just part of the work of JCB Research Limited. These are the development tests which ensure that the components used in production are worthy of the name JCB. Such is the quality of these rams, which are just one part of the sophisticated hydraulic system of any track excavator on the actual assembly line. Into the superstructure of every track machine goes the engine, hydraulics, pump and slewing gear. another part of the assembly line, fully stress-relieved undercarriage frames are fitted with their running gear components. Drive sprocket, track recoil mechanism, two-speed motor and gearbox assembly. On the assembly line, speed is no substitute for care. Rather, it is complementary to the planned program, which is initiated from the moment the raw material enters the factory until now, when a complete undercarriage is built up from the various sub-assemblies. Only now, with the joining of the two main assemblies, does the machine begin to take on its familiar shape. Here at the final stage of the line, the completed superstructure and undercarriage are joined, in an operation reminiscent of a surgeon grafting a body at the waist. When a completed machine comes off the assembly line, it becomes the responsibility of the JCB service company to inspect and test it. In this way, a complete history of each machine is built up, so that liaison between the manufacturer, the dealer, and the customer is fully and completely maintained. Every machine is meticulously checked. Any small fault is noted and will be corrected before the machine receives the final coat of paint. These are just some of the 212 different tests which every machine must undergo. How does a contractor, any contractor, dig a hole, almost any hole, on almost any construction site in the world? Almost inevitably, he'll use a 3C, unquestionably the most popular excavator loading shovel ever built. This machine, only one of more than 10,000 3Cs built at Roaster, is just doing its everyday job, but doing it quickly, efficiently, and with complete reliability. For today, the 3C, complemented by the full JCB range of offset excavator loaders, is as much part of the construction scene as earth moving itself. basic principle of any excavator loading shovel depends for its full success on three main features. A power unit whose standard of performance maintains a consistently high degree of quality and dependability. A robust and well-designed chassis frame in which the hollow sections are utilized as reservoirs for diesel oil and hydraulic fluid, whilst at the same time isolating the engine and transmission unit from all digging stresses. And finally, a hydraulic system designed and built to provide ample power and complete serviceability in the field. A completed machine must have half shafts, stub axles, gears and pinions. It must have large diameter induction hardened steel pins at every point of pivot. It must have only the best in flexible hosing. And it must have rugged controls, which are designed to give maximum output with a minimum of operator fatigue. These are the carefully chosen principles by which a planned manufacturing and assembly process produce, in volume, a machine of handmade quality. Finally, the excavator is given the finishing touches. Its distinctive color, its bright red wheels, its safety glass, and the symbols and the motifs by which a JCB machine is known the world over. This is the result of the combined efforts of many hundreds of designers, technicians and craftsmen, whose sole aim is to produce a range of machines that will outperform any in the world. For about half of the total output of the JCB factory leaves the shores of Britain each year to help in the construction projects of the world. Daily, weekly, monthly, always, there's a consignment bound for some distant land. Today, half of the total production. Tomorrow, much more. In the beginning, it was sales and service. Today, we say service and sales. The JCB dealer network has set a standard of after-sales service second to none. At the Roaster factory, a full-time service training school is attended by dealers and fitters from every country using JCB machines. With radio-controlled dealer service vehicles and factory-trained fitters, the JCB user is assured not only of an efficient service in the field, but also of a ready availability of JCB parts from many local depots for both current and future models. Already, company stylists have designed and developed the most outstanding range of excavators and loading shovels in the world. But there is more to come. Machines of the future are already taking shape, shapes and products not as yet associated with JCB. And in order to produce this ever-widening range of machines, you must have the best factory accommodation. Today, 600,000 square feet. Tomorrow, 1 million square feet of the most modern factory in Europe. To sell in world markets a full range of track-mounted excavators, excavator loaders and loading shovels, 26 models in all, which are purpose-built to meet the varying needs of the world's buyers, demands the utmost in design, quality construction and after-sales service. Today, this is JCB.